They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And right away, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers have taken the early lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually, we saw, giving up points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a discipline.
As he's brought down at the 11.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. To go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Jerick McKinnon. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Brings up from the gun. It's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
To Davante Adams.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
The 26-yard line.
Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
On first down, Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Get it. 2 touchdown passes now here in this Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add on to their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
17 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll run it with Coleman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
3rd and short, McKinnon. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. On play action, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
43-yard line.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting Allen Lazard. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. And he'll advance no further, so he can't bring it back for 2, but the extra point attempt is unsuccessful. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings
Garoppolo to throw on 3rd and 1. Screenplay, McKinnon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1. On 1st down, Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Gets this one to Juszczyk. Touchdown, 49ers! Kyle Juszczyk, 34 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Rodgers now on 1st down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers. He hits Adam Plain. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
17 yards on the play.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Looking deep for Adams. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Rodgers again now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try. Yeah,
so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up...
Touchdown! 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, 91 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. The PAT good. It would draw them closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. River Craycraft taking it in. And the Niners, if they can convert the extra point, they'll grab the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd down and goal. Garoppolo. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel on a touchdown pass from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Niners 30, Packers 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here's Lewis. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 25 and into the end zone. A pick 6 from a he scored a touchdown. And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time. And his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
Bring it up, bring it up, bring it up.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Yeah, they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down.
The 38-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
At the 44-yard line.
Rodgers to throw once more. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously, he is well short of the 1st. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. That's caught at the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
1st and 10.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. Throw left side complete. It's Jones. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Going for it all. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's to his running back, complete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4.
It's a foot race. The 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 77 yards. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Packers take over 1st and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Rodgers now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Rodgers. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason Verrett. To the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? And he said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Gold with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
It's our time. Shoot 50. Back north.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now Rodgers on 3rd down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Quan Williams. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue that you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
59, Packers 21. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A first down there on a pickup at 25. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 23 yards on the play.
3 more yards. That's another Packers first down.
Rodgers now on first down. He's to the 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Packers first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Dre Greenlaw on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up second and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. On second and goal, Rodgers. That's caught at the 2. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Here's Rodgers. Going to throw on third and goal. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. Now Rodgers got to have this one. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he will get into the end zone as the deficit moves from really bad to slightly less than really bad.
Packers 29. Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
11 yards there, first down. Garoppolo looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the sack of Garoppolo, and now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Now a 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 37. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can